Good evening and welcome to the November 14th Planning Board gathering, I guess I'll call it. For any member of the public watching this or regarding this, that we had an issue with posting the anticipated public notice for the meeting. So this meeting is technically canceled. We are convening to open the public hearings and immediately continue them, so that we can actually meet again on November 28th. We also will be meeting this Wednesday, November 16th, to accommodate our approval not required plans that are submitted to the board. And with this being a odd situation, here's the Where's our script? I suppose I should read the normal opening. And even though this is not a normal public meeting, we do have members attending on Zoom, so I will read the typical opening. Pursuant to Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021, this meeting of the Grafton Planning Board is being conducted with both in-person and remote participation by board members and members of the public. Remote participation by the public for the public comment agenda item, the public hearings, and any other matter for which the board allows public participation will be via the Zoom raise hand feature. If you raise your hand on Zoom, you'll be enabled at an appropriate point to enter the meeting via voice or to make a comment and ask a question. In all cases, whether in person or remote, please identify yourself by name and address for the record. Every vote will be taken by roll call. Please note this meeting is being recorded as well as being broadcast live, I believe, on the Grafton Community Television Government Channel. And just to put a pin on the note, we are not taking public comments or commentary tonight because it's not a formal posted meeting. That said, it is now 7:06. I will recess the planning board until 7:30 when our posted public hearings are listed to take place, at which point we will reconvene to read the public notices for any new ones, as well as take an action to continue them until November 28th formally.
And we will pause the Zoom recording while we are in recess.
Thank you. All right, welcome back to the November 14th Planning Board meeting. As was mentioned earlier before the recess, this meeting had a issue with doing the proper public posting. So this is not really a formal meeting because it was not properly posted. That said, we did convene tonight to formally open the meeting and to open the public hearings, and as well as continue them to our next meeting, which will be November 28th. We do have a special meeting this Wednesday, November 16th, to address approval not required plans, but the public hearings will be November 28th. To begin, before opening the hearings, I would like to just take a formal roll call of the board to make sure everyone can hear and can be heard. First off, Mr. Robbins.
Present.
Mr. Hassinger.
I'm here.
Ms. Hassinger.
Here.
Mr. Venkatraman is absent, and Associate Member Moore McCormack is absent. I am here, and Natalia Alward, staff.
Present.
Thank you. All right. Our first posted public hearing was going to be a new public hearing for 58 Follett Street. Mr. Robbins, do you have a notice?
We have a legal notice for this hearing. Excuse me. Pursuant to sections 1.5.7, 1.3.3, and 5.8 of the Town of Grafton zoning bylaws, the Planning Board will hold a public hearing on Monday, November 14th, 2022, commencing at 7 p.m. in Conference Room A at the Grafton Memorial Municipal Center, 30 Providence Road, to consider the application for a special permit and site plan review request to construct a wireless communications facility on the property located at 58 Follett Street. Your microphone. Thank you. My microphone did not like me. It was pointed away from my mouth. Let's start over again, just for the sake of
Did you say
clarity.
7 or 7:30, Dave? I think you said 7.
The notice says 7 o'clock,
Really?
surprisingly.
Hmm.
Pursuant to sections 1.5.7, 1.3.3, and 5.8 of the Town of Grafton zoning bylaws, the planning board will hold a public hearing on Monday, November 14th, 2022, commencing at 7 o'clock p.m. in Conference Room A at the Grafton Memorial Municipal Center, 30 Providence Road, to consider the application for a special permit and site plan review request to construct a wireless communications facility on the property located at 58 Follette Street, shown as Grafton Assessor's Map 104, Lot 7. Said property is located in a low-density residential R40 water supply protection overlay zoning district. Selco Partnership DBA Verizon Wireless is the applicant and Sutton LLC is the owner. Copy of the application/plan is available for public inspection at the Planning Department during regular business hours or on the Town of Grafton website at www.grafton-ma.gov on the Planning Department/Development Projects webpage.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Robbins. To repeat, because this is not a properly publicized meeting, without any discussion or public comments, do I have a motion to continue the hearing
To what?
So moved.
to November 28th at 7:30 p.m.?
So moved.
Okay. Was there a reason? Well, okay, second. Was there a reason that it was, I can imagine a reason that it might have been posted for 7. But
I-
7:30 is customary.
I don't see the hands up thing, so can I?
Go ahead.
Okay, so because it was copied from a previous one, I think it was a typo
Okay.
for no reason.
But amended to say 7:30.
Please.
Yeah, well, that was the motion.
Yes, so the motion is to continue to 7:30.
Yes. All right, so I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none. Mr. Robbins.
Aye.
Mr. Hassinger.
All right.
Ms. Hassinger.
Aye.
And I vote aye. I declare the motion carried unanimously with one member absent. Our next public hearing that was scheduled to take place today was, let me just put the name of it, the 40 Main Street regarding the keeping of geese. As
Yep.
I
16 Morgan Drive is.
60 Morgan Drive, thank you. I looked at the wrong listing. Thank you, Mr. Robbins. 60 Morgan Drive regarding the keeping of geese. As I just mentioned as well, without any discussion or public commentary, do I have a motion to continue the hearing till November 28th at 7:30?
At 7:30, so moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second to continue this hearing to November 28th at 7:30 p.m. Any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Robbins.
Aye.
Mr. Hassinger.
All right.
Ms. Hassinger.
Aye.
And I vote aye. I declare the motion carried unanimously with one member absent. And I think at this point it is prudent to adjourn.
Move we adjourn.
And a second?
Second. One question.
Yes.
It's not debatable.
Thought about that though. It's something I didn't get a chance to say before he said that. It's not really all that important, but where Prabhu was not here, that does not affect the fact. I mean, he doesn't have to come in and do the look at the tape because nothing was.
I'll defer to council's opinion on this, but my belief is that he does not need to look at the tape where this is not a published meeting. We did not take any testimony. We did not take any public comments.
Right, and that's.
That would be my guess.
I would think that he might need to sign the form, though.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Okay, so you are right, Justin, but I can run that by town council just to double check. However, I am asking Prabhu to fill out the Mullen. He just hasn't responded with that yet for the previous meeting he missed for the 16 Morgan.
Yep. And with Mullen, of course, if town council says he needs to do it for tonight, even without the public commentary, that, as far as I understand the Mullen rule, he would not be eligible to vote with 2.
Right. My best recollection is you are allowed to mull in once.
Yep.
Hmm.
But we can.
Since this wasn't a real meeting and because there was no testimony, I think that he's excluded, but
Yeah,
like I said, if you want, I will check.
that's my belief. It's worth double checking.
Right.
But
Okay.
I have a motion to adjourn.
Yeah, no, you have the same. Is that going to come up with our associate not being here?
She hasn't missed any other,
Besides tonight, she has not missed.
right.
Not yet, but this would be her miss for the cell tower.
Yeah. Well-
And nothing we can do about it, but
Yeah, I think the bottom line is we'll get that clarified by town council, but our current belief is that this meeting does not need to be mullened.
yeah, since it's not a meeting.
Exactly. All right, so I have a motion to adjourn. Mr. Robbins,
Aye.
Mr. Hassinger, Miss Hassinger,
Aye.
and I vote aye. I clear this pretend meeting adjourned.
Now, this is a record.